afternoon, everybody, and thank you very much for coming to see our trailer of Neerja, a very special film for us. I had an entire speech worked out, where we're going to talk about the film and talk about everybody involved in it, but I'm supremely nervous right now. So, just to say that it's a. So, hopefully, fear will give me courage. But just a couple of things to say, and I'll keep it short, is that the script has been really special to us at Foxstar Studios. It's been great to partner with Ram Madhwani. And actually, to go back into a bit of a flashback, the story actually started when Atul Kasbekar and Shanti Sivram came to us from Bling Unplugged. And they brought an amazing script written by Simon Quadras and Sanyukta Chawla Sheikh. And it was being directed by Ram, and Sonam was in it. And we got the script narrated to the entire Foxstar Studios team, and I cannot tell you, there was not a single dry eye in that narration, and everybody just wanted to make sure that this film has to happen. And we're really proud of it, and we're really glad that we can bring this true story about an incredibly ordinary girl who did some extraordinary stuff in real life situations. So I want to invite, in fact, Atul Kasbekar for from Bling Unplugged. This is Bling Unplugged's maiden venture, and we're really proud that this will be. We're really proud that this film Neerja is going to be our first release of 2016, Feb 19th. So over to you, Atul.
Thank you, Rucha. Oh my God, we made a movie! I mean, oh my God, we made a movie. Well, at least we made the trailer. Thank you all for coming. I want to rewind just a little bit, like Rucha said, because for us at Bling, I figured this is a lot cooler than carrying a little sheet of paper. So for us at Bling, we're all avid moviegoers, and I've often heard this thing about where are the stories, where's the content, etc., etc. So one of my partners and dear friend Shanti Sivaram and her insane husband Ashish brought this guy who looked like a reincarnation of Jesus, and he had a 7-pager about this girl called Neerja Banot, and I was one of the few people who actually knew of it because she was a little before my time. Yes, I am that old, and was a model and a student at Bombay Scottish and at St. Xavier's College, and I read the 7-pager and said, you know what, this story has got to be told. But Simon, if anyone didn't give you enough credit in the past, I want to put it out here that he's the guy who came up with it. Because if you don't have the story, you have nothing. Okay, so thank you, Simon. Then we've always been terrified about having some Peshwa's great-grandson come and sue you. So we said, let's do this the right way, and we contacted Akhil and Anish Bhanot, who are Neerja's brothers, and they're right here today. Gentlemen, I have absolutely no idea why you decided to trust people who'd never made a movie to make an extremely complicated film, but for that, I'm very grateful. Thank you. What's the point of having permission and having a great story if you don't get someone to back you? And Rucha, who was here earlier, we ran it by her, and she says, you know what, I'm starting at Foxstar. I promise you this is the first movie I will make. She gets to Foxstar, the first call she makes is to us, let's make your movie. So, thank you, Ruch. And then you need an actor. And, seriously, Sonam, I don't know how we could have done this without you backing us every single step of the way. It's really awfully decent of you to back your agents to become producers, and you got this movie because you deserved it. And thank you for bringing Neerja to life and putting it up on celluloid. If people remember this story, it'll be because you put your soul into this. Thank you. It happens when you get really, really lucky that you get to stand in the presence of greatness. And we had a long discussion in the office. And the moment people said Shabana ji's name, I ran out of the room and made a phone call. And I called her and I said, listen, you have got to read this. So she read it. Then she thought, what is this idiot doing trying to make a movie? So she quickly called Akhil and Anish and said, does he really have the rights? You know, and I told Akhil and Anish, please don't say anything to anyone. So they thought anyone meant her as well. So they told her, we don't know what you're talking about. So that got really confusing and messed up. I said, no, please tell her we have the rights. And she agreed. And it has been, Shabana ji, a pleasure, a privilege, and a deep honor. Honestly, I owe you one. Thank you so much. और खुल के तारीफ वो मैडम पिक्चर देखने के बाद आपके नेशनल अवार्ड के लिए हम आएंगे ज़रूर और बहुत चलाएंगे. Don't worry. तो Anil Kapoor heard the script and he's not here. And he said, "तो बना दे अपनी पिक्चर, कोई टेंशन हो तो बोल दो मेरे को." So he didn't need to make any phone calls, but just the fact that he was there and he has the same initials and he is a lot cooler and has fallen to the fountain of eternal youth, it just felt really good that Anil Kapoor was prepared to back you if you needed anything. Was a great solace. So thank you, AK, wherever you are. Last but not the least is I just want to tell you a quick thing. So years ago when I came back to India from studying photography in the US, I got partly conned into doing an ad for Duke's Lemonade. It was quite hysterical because someone told me this guy called Ram Madhwani wants to make a commercial with a basketball player. He can't find a basketball player. So I used to play basketball in my misspent youth. So we met and we became friends since. And even though, I will show it to you. So even though I try to burn every copy, but he has one. So having said that, we hit it off, and he's a soul brother, so to speak. So I go up to him and I say, listen, Ram, I think you can tell the story. It's a great story, and here's a 7-pager. And we met at a coffee shop at the now defunct Atria Mall, and he looks at me and says, yeah, man, this is really cool. Let's make this movie. So this motion picture could not have been made without the singular energies, the fastidiousness, and the incredible attention to detail that Ram brought to the table. I'm delighted to tell you that we finished 4 days before schedule, and we finished. And most importantly, you may not have heard this term very often in this industry, but the Neerja Bhanot production was done under budget. And it could not have happened without this guy. Without further ado, would you please welcome somebody who's going to be world famous in India very soon, my good friend and the director of Neerja, Ram Madhwani.
I now have 2 mics. I'm going to speak in stereo. First, thank you everybody for coming, and for all the people who came and acknowledged my SMS yesterday, really thank you for being here in support. I do have something written. I'm not going to use it until I have to have memorized this. But I made my last movie 10 years ago, and it was a very small indie movie, so this really is my first Hindi film. And I hope that after this, I won't spend another 10 years till I make my next. The people that I need to thank, of course, is Atul, but I'm not going to thank him yet. I'm going to thank Rucha, and I'm going to thank the Foxstar team first, because there's Shikha and there's Vijay and the entire team here, because they just landed and guided this plane through. And of course, I have to thank Atul, but I'm not going to thank him yet. So I want to actually thank also Amita, my wife, who's over here. I should thank Atul, I'm going to thank him yet. And I also actually want to say to my entire team, there's a lot of us over here who've been here with me. I can't take your names individually, but guys, without y'all, y'all had t-shirts which said Ram Bharose, and yes, it's a good Bharose, I won't let you down. They also have t-shirts which say we survived Ram. So thank you to my team, genuinely. It's been great that you all were there through all the frustrating detail that I put you all through. I also want to obviously thank the family for being here, and we spent an evening with them in Chandigarh, and it was a great evening. I better get down to thanking Atul at some point in this, but the genuine truth is that when Atul actually came and he first made me a phone call, and I said, okay, let's do it. And I've known him for a long time, and because there is a certain shared vibe, I knew that here was a team of people from Bling, which was Atul and Shanti here, who would protect and in some ways make sure that whatever that I was saying would happen. That's very rare in this industry to find, quite honestly, because normally what happens is that, especially for so-called first-time directors, where you need to go is not really protected, and for that, I genuinely am very, very grateful to Atul for actually trusting me. Okay. He sent me an SMS this morning, and I've become so mushy that my eyes like sort of watered this morning. I'm not going to do it in front of everybody just now and embarrass myself. But really, thanks Atul so much. I'm going to spend just a couple of minutes more. And I don't know whether we can do this right now, but we may need to move the poster because...
So we'll do it right now. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to speak about Neerja's mother. Neerja shot her commercial, that last day that she was there before she took the flight, was shot by my partner. And so when Casby called me, I knew about Neerja and I knew what had happened to her. And I feel that, of course, we're here for a trailer and we're here for a movie launch. But more than anything else, I think we're here to see how we can all, and we need your help for this, that is why you're here, how we can all actually tell people about what she did and who she was. Because this is something that people have forgotten. There is a generation that remembers it, and that's why you're here, and that is the support that I really, really need on this film from all you people over here to actually tell people about what she did and who she was, because I ask myself sometimes that if I was in her place, and that question actually goes out to all of us in what we face today and in the world today, would we do what she did? Or would we have run away? And that question has actually also driven me to make the film. At the core of the film, it is really about this girl and greater as an actress than the Shabana Azmi. And one of the fears that I had to overcome, of course, was directing her. But it was something which I am genuinely privileged, and I feel that as somebody who is working with really the best talent that the world has to offer, I cannot ask for more. She came on the first day of the shooting, and we were shooting in Navjeevan Society at Mahim, and she would come and she would walk around the society. She went to the neighbor's house. She spent time with them. She went around the whole home. The way that she's imbibed this role is something which I didn't need to do any directing at all.